Hey guys, Brian here. Welcome back to Outside the Shop. Got one of those well that ain't goods here today. So they're nice coming home from work and going down a hill, car stopping, turning in. So pushed on the brakes, not really excessively hard. Wasn't a panic stop situation or anything. But while I was applying the brakes, there was a clunk and then metal on metal grinding sound, and I said, well, I guess it's throwing a pad. So drove on home, got to looking around trying to find the missing pad. So the first thing I had to do was jack the car up, spin the wheels and find the noisemaker. And the noisemaker happened to be this here right hand front. Let's take a little closer look. So I determined the noise was here, pulled the wheel off thinking I was going to see a lot of metal ground up bits from throwing the pad off. And we came around here and looked, and both the pads are still there and still have wear material on them. So I said, well, that's interesting. Why is it making noise? So I looked at it for a while and couldn't really determine why it was making noise. The rotor looks pretty much okay. The wear pattern's not really unusual here or anything. This rotor's got 60,000 miles on it probably. I looked it up, and it's a Bendix rotor and was bought in 2018, so it's 4 years old. It's probably got more than 60,000. It's probably got 80,000 on it. I usually drive about 20,000 a year on this car. Anyway, didn't really see what was obvious. Well, let's see what the noise is coming from. Well, it's different. As you can hear, it's making noise. The rotor just broke. Flange just come off. Here's an old rotor. I guess is what I'm going to put back on here. And it appears that possibly, no, not really. I was going to say maybe they undercut that when they turned it, but it doesn't really appear to be the case. So, not sure why that flange just broke off there. It doesn't, nothing here looks like it's really been excessively overheated or anything to where that would cause any issues. And it wasn't a super panic stop situation where the brakes would have really been on it extremely hard. But nevertheless, plink plink, and it's not attached anymore. This is a fairly concerning catastrophic brake failure, seeing as how with most brake failures, like if you lose a pad or something, the rotor is still applying, you still have some brake. Lose a wheel cylinder, you can pump it, still get some brake. Usually you can do something to still have at least a little bit of brake. But when none of the brake hardware is attached to the wheel anymore, you don't have any brakes. So this contributes absolutely zero to your stopping power. Fortunately, with the hydraulics not blowing out, there's still 3 more brakes to apply, since this one's not doing anything. But all I can do is take this apart. I guess I'll put this well-used rotor back on here and we'll run it some more. I don't see any reason to do anything else. I don't have a new one to put on, and nobody in town stocks one either. So rather than wait a week for one to show up here on UPS, I'm just going to put this one back that came out of the scrap pile. So let's get to it. Even with almost 500,000 miles, the bearing still looks good. Rotor, not so much. Maybe they got the webbing a little thin here. Probably should be as thick as this outer ring. It's probably like 6 millimeters. Should have been more like 12, be my guess. Right. It's not really heat checked, cracked up. Besides being bad cast, I don't really know what it would be. If I had a flange to beat on, it's kind of hard to get off. Just have to go get the torch. Well, so throw the wheel back on and go for test drive. Hubcap's on all the way now. Well, I guess I'll go see if this if these brakes will bed in on this old rusty caliper. Well, I'd like to say there was some kind of smoking gun found as to why this broke off, but it's really not the case. So, not sure of the reason. Besides maybe just low quality cast iron. Just gave it up after a couple thousand miles and figured it's time to buy some new ones. The caliper wasn't stuck. Of course, it's bolted rigid on that car. It's got two pistons. Neither piston stuck. Both sides of the rusty caliper I put on there smoothed right up and are shiny like the rest of them now, and the car doesn't pull left or right. You should always replace that stuff in pairs, but in this case it's used parts on a used car, and I can drive it and don't have any issues. The car's not pulling left or right, and brake performance seems to be just fine. If I stand on it, it's got enough brakes to lock up all four wheels, so that's all it'll ever do. And if it doesn't go left or right, well then it doesn't really seem to be a problem. So, not best practice, but hey, it fixed it and it didn't cost me anything except my time, so not too bad. Now, as long as it doesn't break again, I'm in good shape. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, I'll catch you later.